Hey Run Junkies, welcome back. Yes, this is the month-end training update. I have moved into this monthly update instead of a weekly update. It just helps me kind of balance the training and the video a little bit better. So we'll see how it goes. Right now it is February 2nd. For those of you in the States, it is Super Bowl Sunday and Groundhog Day. It is a balmy 72 degrees, as you can probably tell, a little bit breezy. But tomorrow we are expecting snow, 20 degrees. Yeah, 20. All right, guys, I just finished my third treadmill run in as many days. I've also come back to doing some strength work, doing some TRX, 15-20 minutes, 4 days a week for now. I'm following a training plan that was created by Training Peaks, TRX, and it's just to help me get some strength back. Coming back and in recovery from the Goofy Challenge, I am adding some strength work back in. So today's a core workout day. The last 3 days have been a treadmill run and then followed by a strength workout. So I'm kind of doubling up a little bit, but it is doing exactly what I needed to do. I'm feeling a bit stronger already. With the TRX in particular, I do a lot of modifications with many of the exercises that they introduce. A lot of them I can do without too many modifications. The core stuff, though, is a lot harder. So I will make a lot of modifications. I am done with my workout for today. I am headed upstairs. I'm going to make some breakfast. Get on with my day. All right, guys. Friday, February 7th. And yes, this is my reality. We have a snow day today. My son is still in bed. It's totally fine. I'm going to be on the treadmill for the 4th day this week. Hey. The dog thinks that he can go play in the snow. I'm not gonna let it. It hasn't been too bad. The biggest issue I'm having is running out of content to watch. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna watch. There's still a few more out there, but not enough to constitute 2 hours on the treadmill over the next 2 days. I don't know, we'll have to see. Cool. Yeah, it's cool. Whatever. Me and the treadmill again. Yes, we are in the second full week of February. It is the 10th, Monday, and we got more snow yesterday. Over the weekend, we are getting more snow tonight. So there's kind of no respite from this, and it has also been ridiculously cold. Right now it is 19 degrees. With the icy and snowy conditions, I'm not gonna go outside. All right, guys, I am in the basement. It is the first part of the year, and it seems like at the first part of the year, there's always kind of a disaster here in my quilting room. So I just spent the last hour and a half cleaning up so I could get ready for the next phase of what's going on down here, and that is the Star Wars costumes. Star Wars costumes in some ways are going to be repeats of last year, but I am going to plus up the costumes a little bit that I have. I haven't made a lot of final decisions. I know that 5K is set. 10K, I have an idea. And I'm not exactly sure about the half marathon. I have a lot of options for the half marathon, and it's hard to decide because I am just such a huge fan of Star Wars. So first things first, Hera. Yes, Hera Syndulla from the 5K last year. She is going to fly again. I am going to do Ahsoka again. And Ahsoka is just such a central figure of this weekend. I really want to do that costume right. So I am going to start from the ground up again because I wasn't happy with what I built last year. The third costume that I'm trying to decide about is, I have 3 options and I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do. I have Sabine Wren, which I still love her as a character. As an option for a cooler or a warmer weather option, I bought this R2-D2, and R2-D2 is really easy to make comfortable. Trying to decide whether or not I'm going to take a dark side character that is also super cool. I have to see what I decide to do. All right. Yeah, let me explain. Okay, I'm gonna go back a little bit. Back in April of 2019, I was feeling very adventurous with my hairdo, and I decided to emulate one of my favorite characters in Star Wars, Sabine Wren. In order for me to get to a Sabine Wren style look, I had to kind of strip all of that out so I could do it the way I want to do it. I'm on day 7, the 7th run in a row on the treadmill. This morning was a bit different because I had a 30-minute tempo run planned. Not a lot. Doesn't seem like it's very long, but it's short, and which I needed today. And it was intense. So 10-minute warm up in zone 1, 10 minutes in zone 3, 10 minutes in zone 1. Lickety split, you're done. So I kind of needed that short workout today because of everything else that's going on. In fact, in 15 minutes, I'm going to be chatting with Laura Fry from Laura Runs and Eats, and that podcast will be coming up a couple weeks after this guy does. So I'm not exactly sure. So that's what's going on today. I got to catch up on a couple of things before I get started with her, and it's going to be fun. But that's the story behind the hair. All right, guys, I'm at school waiting for my son to come out of school. We've got about 15 minutes here. And we're going to go get ice cream because, you know, it snowed. All right, let me catch you up a little bit on what's going on with the video side of things. So recently, for me, I got the half marathon video out, and I'm very happy with it. The Walt Disney World half, I'm super happy with how that came together. I'm very proud of that. I honestly think it's one of my favorite half marathon videos that I've done, recap videos that I've done. There were a couple of decisions I made going into the marathon that I knew would affect how the story was told. I went in knowing I wasn't going to get a lot of video. I promised myself that I was going to focus, especially with the weather the way it was. I wasn't going to get a lot of video. I was actually going to put the camera away for large chunks of that race. So I used the Osmo Pocket for the in-park video, and this is the only time I actually got the camera out, because for a couple of reasons. I didn't want to be thinking about constantly getting video, and I wanted to focus on my race. I wanted to focus on getting through that day. The other reason was I didn't want to come out of there with hours and hours and hours of video that I wasn't going to be able to use. Turns out the video that I did get, a lot of it is unusable. Here's why. The Osmo Pocket is a new piece of equipment for me, and I didn't have a lot of time to practice with it and kind of work out all the kinks and how it operates and how you use it before I went down to marathon weekend. And there are big chunks missing of things that I just didn't get, and I'm kind of upset with myself over it. By the time, honestly, you guys, I struggled mentally that whole race. I wasn't thinking about what story I was telling. I was thinking about getting through the marathon. I'm just struggling. I'm struggling with the full marathon video. I will come up with something to say. Hey guys, something exciting happened this week. I got my second piece of my marathon medal. So this is the first piece. You can see along the coast of California here. What have you got? You've got the Golden Gate Bridge, and so the Golden Gate Bridge is right here, and then this is the next piece, and it's basically the Rocky Mountains and some of the plains, and that goes in like that. Isn't that cool? So I've already gone that far. So that's the marathon progress report. Once more on the treadmill. Okay, Thursday the 13th, and we had more snow. It's been a weird season so far for snow. We've had not huge storms, but enough to mess up the roads for a bit. And then it's sunny, and then it snows again, and then it's sunny, and then it snows again. I mean, this is like a 48-hour period, so it's a bit like, make up your mind. Are you going to be snowy? Are you going to be beautiful? I don't know. But it is, such is the nature of Colorado. So back on the treadmill for it's been almost 2 weeks since I've been able to run outside. It is starting to get to me. So yesterday I ended up taking the day off because I just wasn't feeling well. It was really dark and gloomy and cold outside, and I had a 3-mile run planned, which is what I'm doing today. And I just couldn't bring myself to do it. The seasonal depression sometimes really kicks in, and so I listen to that. Sometimes running helps, sometimes it's just too much. So I took the day. I actually had an optional second rest day this week, so I took that yesterday. Today is 3 easy miles plus some TRX. Tomorrow I'm going to do some cross training. Not exactly sure what that looks like. I may jump on the bike for about half an hour and then finish off with the TRX. Good morning, you guys. It's Saturday, February 15th, and I'm getting out for my first run outside in 2 weeks. It's just now getting light outside right now, so I'm going to foam roll and warm up and stretch out a little bit, kind of get my body ready to go. But I cannot be more excited. It's been gorgeous for the last couple of days. The sun has been out, a lot of snow melt, so I'm going out. I'm taking the dog with me because we both need to get outside. Today is a 10-miler, and I have now switched over to, and I don't have the book. Oh, yes, I do. I have switched over to my go-to book. This is the Train Like a Mother book. And I've used this book. I've used all the plans in this book, actually. I've done them all. I'm going to use the Half Marathon Own It plan. There are 2 different half marathon plans. All of the plans in here are designed by my former coach, Christine Hinton. The half marathon Own It plan is designed for a lot of speed work and a lot of harder paces. So I'm going to transition over to that plan for the remainder of Star Wars training. So it gives me a little bit more of a speed base as I get into the early spring and then recover from Star Wars, start marathon training. When I was training for the Goofy Challenge, I used one of the plans out of this book, but I would convert mileage to time using a 12-minute pace ratio. So if it's a 10-mile run, then I would convert that to 2 hours. If I hit 2 hours first, I would be done. So I'm still going to use that conversion, but I may or may not stop when I get to the first goal, which would likely be time. I may go over time and go to 10 miles, but I'm allowing myself that if I get to the first goal, whether it's mileage or time, I could stop if I wanted. If I'm still feeling pretty good, then I'm going to continue. And that's going to be kind of the mentality that I have going into the rest of Star Wars training now that I'm recovered from Goofy. So we'll see how it goes. And I'm not running Star Wars for time. I should be clear about that. I'm not running Star Wars for time. I'm running that for fun. They are going to be training runs, but I want to keep building some speed as I get into the later parts of this year. So I'm going to foam roll. I'm going to stretch. I'm going to get ready to go out. I've got to grab the dog. Oh, it's gonna be so nice to get outside. So nice to get I can't wait. long run, my longest run since the Goofy Challenge. Will end up being about 10 miles. And I can't get myself organized here. Gosh, it just feels good to be outside. A little bit icy and treacherous still in patches, usually in the shade on bridges and stuff like that. So, but man, I needed this today. Good morning, guys. It is Monday. It is a holiday weekend for us here, and my son is sleeping in. It is after 9 o'clock. It's almost 9:30, and I'm getting my workout in this morning. A little bit of a different week this week. It is the 17th, and what today looks like is really just kind of a dealer's choice, anything but running kind of workout. I can have a little fun with it. I could do something different. I could do some cross training either on the bike or in the pool. But today I am starting a new strength training regimen program. It's an 8-week program twice a week, and it is by the Run Experience. Now, if you have been following me for a while, you know that I like them. They have a lot of great information, and I've been kind of reading up a lot about form and how to fix form and how to strengthen your form. And it's one of those things that I'm always neglecting when it comes to my running. We're gonna see how this training program goes, and it's designed to fit within a running plan. So one thing I like about the Run Experience is that they build their tangential programs to fit within a running program rather than to stand alone on its own, because sometimes when you fold two training programs together, you're actually doing too much. But this one is designed to just lay right on top of it and be a supplement to what you're already doing with your running. Should we go running? Where do we go? Where do we go? Mom, are you coming? I'm coming. We're going running. Finally. Okay, actually though, I am going running. I'm doing my half marathon race pace miles today. I'm not bringing you with me because I'm gonna have to concentrate on my paces. It's cold out and it's gonna be fun to get this done. Sunglasses are broken. I'm gonna get the other ones. So, headed out. Here we go. Dog's ready to go too. Finishing off my run. I did 4 miles, just under 42 minutes. So, averaging, I think, a 10:25. I'll check the stats when I get home, but I'm very happy with that run. That's tough though. That's really tough. I have the dog with me, and he is happy. You know how I can tell? That is a dirty, dirty dog. Why are you tired? Okay, so Friday night, and I have a long run tomorrow morning. I'm gonna get up pretty early. I'm gonna try to get out before first light, but I'm also doing my virtual run for the Star Wars half marathon, and I lost it. It's downstairs. Give me a minute. Printed out the Star Wars virtual half marathon bib, but I wrote my name in Arabic because I thought it was a fun idea, actually. Good morning. It's about 6 o'clock and I'm getting ready for my run. a little tougher to get out the door than I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be out by now, but that's not gonna happen. I do need a foam roll and warm up. I am gonna wait for the sun to come up, but it is 10 degrees warmer this morning than I expected it to be. So I changed up my wardrobe for the day. I also am not gonna bring the dog. The dog is gonna go to the dog park today, which is always fun. So my husband's taking him up there and I'm gonna run solo for, see what I did there? Solo for my virtual Star Wars Chewbacca run. See, it's early. All right, more coffee, more foam rolling, and then I'm gonna get out.
Okay, good morning. It's a bit chilly out, a bit brisk, but there is going to be some cloud cover, which is going to keep the temperature down a little bit, but it's actually quite pleasant out here. I'm not wearing a lot in terms of layers, so I'm going to get this run started. See, I got my Star Wars virtual half marathon, babe. But it's just me today. So I'm gonna head out. Start the watch.
Felt really good. I sustained an average of a 12-minute pace. I walked for my warm-up and I walked for my cool down, and I'm really happy with how it felt. I started to flag a little bit later in the last couple of miles, but I feel pretty good. I feel sore. Everything started breaking down after mile 10, but such is the nature of such things. That is my longest run since the marathon, and I am gonna put my legs up a wall first. Yep. Okay, run junkies, I am going to close it out for the February training update this month. Before I go, there are a couple of things that are coming up that I want to let you guys know about. Due to the changing content schedule I told you guys about a couple weeks ago, I'm going to be doing a Q&A at the end of March. That one's going to come up on March 31st. So if you have questions about running, training plans, specific workout types, anything running related, please leave those questions in the comment section down below by March 15th. I will do my best to answer those questions going forward. So as you guys saw, it was a tough month for running outside, and it continues to do so. It snowed this morning and it got really, really windy, and 2 weeks on the treadmill is the longest I've ever gone, and I got through it. I'm very happy with what I accomplished this month. And I want to take a couple of minutes to let you guys know what training plans I was using since the Goofy Challenge. First off, I took an entire week off to recover from the Goofy Challenge, and then I jumped into the Hal Higdon Marathon Recovery Plan. I'm going to leave a link to that in the description below. It really just kind of got me back going again into the running, and especially after I got sick. A lot of that was just to keep myself moving, and everything was optional, but I was able to get that training plan in. Also in the description below, I'm leaving an Amazon affiliate link to the Train Like a Mother book that I was telling you guys about earlier. This is the training plan that I'm using now until Star Wars. I am using the Own It plan, which is helping me build up a little bit of speed and some strength as I get into that. And I didn't get into a lot of specifics about my workouts themselves. If you want to follow me on Strava or Garmin Connect, you can find those links in the description below as well. I've run 70 miles since the beginning of this video, and I did an additional 6 hours of cross training and strength training on top of that. I'm really happy, in spite of the conditions that I was having to deal with the intermittent snow and the lousy icy conditions. I'm really happy with what I was able to accomplish this month. Lastly, I want to announce that I am an affiliate now with the Fun Run box. I just started this, and I will leave an affiliate link to that in the description below. Again, at no additional cost to you if you sign up for a box. It does really help out the channel and the Go Find Your Awesome network. Pretty soon I will be offering up a video unboxing of my first box. That should be coming very soon. I can't wait. Very excited about it. But guys, that's going to be it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. Until I see you on the next one, go find your awesome and happy running.